Ooh, on YouTube. So, if you're new to our channel, this is our Dothan Estate Sales channel where we've been putting videos of walkthroughs, but that's getting old and boring, and so we're going to start doing live videos, help videos, and just general stuff of what we do. I have been in the resale business for 11 years now. My name is Spencer. I own Dothan Estate Sales, Dothan Thrift Store, and a number of platforms where we resell all the stuff you see behind me online. So a lot of people that I started watching that do this are doing it out of their garage, storage units. They're really on a small scale. They may be doing lots of sales, but they're on a small scale. So what I'm trying to do is just show you how you can scale up, because I started the same way. Actually, left a job. I had to file bankruptcy at one point in time, and I had to get a loan just to even afford the bankruptcy. So what I did was I took the $200 that was left over, and I started a reselling business with $200. I walked into a Goodwill. I spent that $200 on a bike rack and a couple other things. I turned that $200 into $575, then turned that $575 and rolled it, kept going, traveled everywhere, going to thrift stores. But then it became hard to find merchandise to continue to be able to sell, because there are actually a lot of people out there reselling. Even if they're not doing on a level that's profitable, they're out there getting the good things. You get what I'm saying? And so I had to find a source. So that's how I got into the estate sale side of the business. I wanted something that provided constant inventory where I didn't have to drive thousands of miles and just look for stuff. So that's how it came to be. So, in the effort of things, I've been watching all this. I'm like, oh, why can't we do this? I mean, I might not be entertaining. You might not be entertained, but me and my buddy Shorty, you'll get to meet him. We have make YouTube videos, TikToks here and there. You can also find us under Thrift Shop Boys on Facebook and TikTok. That's where I'd like to put everything, but due to some haters right now, the Facebook Live option is down because we advertised a sale coming up that had pew pews. And so Facebook does not like that. So we got on a suspension for a month for being able to advertise, do live videos. They demonetized us, all sorts of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to start YouTube Live. Never done YouTube Live before, but I'm going to give you an introduction, as I already have, of who I am and my businesses, and kind of let you get a look at kind of the size and the magnitude of stuff. So we're kind of going to go on a little tour together of my building. My building is like just shy of 7,000 square feet, and there's stuff falling out the doors. We have a walk-in store. It's packed there. We've got trailers with stuff in them. We have storage units with stuff in them. So I've been really good at accumulating stuff over the past, I don't know, 10 to 11 years. And so we're going to go through and just kind of get an idea. We're starting a whatnot channel, Thrift Shop Boys. And so I've been putting together items that we can sell in there, mostly toys, trading cards, just simple stuff like that. I don't like to get into the breakable antiques and collectibles on something like whatnot, because I'm not really sure how it functions yet. Oh, well, thank you. We got someone from Germany. I like new people. Of course, I know everyone that's been following us for years. I think we have 1,000 subs starting out today. Most of those people are our customers that we've had for years. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reach a market, not so much to sell you anything, but, I'm just jumping on the bandwagon that everybody else is on, making videos, selling stuff, reselling, offering my help and expertise that I have gathered throughout the years. I am an auctioneer. I went through auctioneer school. I am a real estate agent. I am college educated. I have 2 degrees. So, I'm not just some bum out here on the side of the road. I've been putting this together, have family, 5 kids, got a couple employees, my homie. And so I just want to provide some entertainment doing what I love to do. Being in the junk business, I'll tell you what, the day I started doing this was the day I quit working, is what I say. That's because every day that I wake up, I cannot wait to get to work. I love doing this, and I would just like to share it, because I know there's many people that do this, and especially since COVID, Many people have found that you don't have to go sit in an office staring at a wall 6 days a week for pennies. There's money out there for everyone. There's no reason anyone, and I truly believe this, there's no reason anyone should have to go out there and work for anyone. You should be able to work for yourself, doing what I'm doing and doing what many others are doing, and it's that simple. You don't need hardly anything to start with. Like I said, when you see everything that I've accumulated and everything I'm going to show you, just keep in the back of your mind, I started that with $200. I literally took $200, walked into a thrift store, decided I was going to start an online reselling business, and that's where I am now. It eventually grew too big out of my house, so that's how I ended up in a building. So, you know, I like comments, I like feedback. I can't hone what I'm trying to do unless you tell me how bad it is or how good it is. And so let's be friends. Let's make friends. Let's sell a bunch of junk. And if you have any questions, you want to know anything that I do, feel free to comment, send me private messages. You can hit me up on Facebook anytime on Messenger, Dothan Estate Sales or Thrift Shop Boys. We get all of those. And so I just like to share my knowledge. You know, we started with $200 and, you know, now we're due over $1 million a year just reselling stuff. And so I'm going to do this introduction. I'm going to turn around. And so just this video today will just be kind of an idea of what we've accumulated in 10 years, what's possible. And I'm not the best, I'm not the worst, but I've been successful at this and I've helped other people. I have probably a dozen or so eBay resellers that I help. You know, they call me, they text me all the time. And I just give them my input, I give them my output, and I try to help them. And I hope to do the same with other people, not just in my locale. So I'm a viewer, okay. And see, I know Misty, see? Yeah, So I'm going to turn the camera around, and we're starting in the eBay room. So as you can see, you're just going to see walls and walls, and you can't really see what anything is, you know. But it's like I tell people, when you get into the reselling business, if you're going out and you're trying to figure out what will sell, wipe that out of your mind. The things you don't think will sell are going to be your best-selling items. If everyone's got the one little item, then everyone's going to be selling it. Everyone's going to be going cheaper than the next guy. And so think outside the box. What I've been most successful for in online reselling, and see, you can see, I kind of, my ADHD gets ahead of me sometimes. So like, I thought I wanted to make jewelry, and I still want to make jewelry, so I bought out all the stuff in order to make jewelry. So this is my jewelry making counter, but we stay so busy, I never get the time to stop and do it. So, all of this is all eBay inventory, and I'm sorry if I'm boring. All of this, everything you see, it's all eBay inventory. And we do have a thing for pew-pews, so you might see some of those. All eBay inventory. But let me get back to what I was saying. Think of parts, pieces. It's real popular today to refurbish things, rebuild things, fix things. And a lot of people like to start with something that's broken because a lot of things have become too expensive to start out collecting, you know, the tip-top mini items. See, like, look down here. See, I don't even know what's all down here. We got signed baseballs, ammunition, parts and pieces. There's just anything and everything everywhere. All right, this is a tour. So you kind of get an idea. There is method to, and that's Pippi. Pippi! This is our shop dog. He's a little Boston Terrier, and he runs around, and he likes to hump everything. So we just keep it a shop dog. So come on, Pippi. Let's go show everybody. All right. So going into this room, this is our main thrift store. So this is what we keep. Hold on, let me turn this off because we don't want to. Owe somebody money, you know. I don't like that. All right. So basically, any items that we can't sell online, maybe they're not profitable enough, we put into our brick and mortar thrift shop, and we're actually looking at a different way to go about this. Instead of being open and someone sitting here every day of the week, we'd like to, find other ways. See, here's Shorty. Say hey, Shorty.
What up? What up? What it do?
So let's keep going around so you can see what all we're into. And we're going to start taking cameras with us daily, because believe it or not, it's pretty interesting what we do if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, so the front of our store is maybe 2,500 to 3,000 square feet. We do jewelry, we do cards, we do collectibles, we do a little bit of everything. I'm a coin fanatic. So if we were open all these shelves, just not. I bought out a library a few years ago, so we can keep a small portion of the books for sale, and we just have thousands and back in the... So let's keep going. Like I said, I got tons of stuff. See, it's just stuff. See, I can't even sell it fast enough. I can't find enough people to list it. Hey, if you're interested in learning, I can't really pay a lot because, it's a weird job, but I can teach you a lot. I used to have someone that would come in and list, and they took stuff as their payment. So let's just go through and see what a mess I've accumulated over the last 10 years. And there's sellable stuff everywhere. We just never run out of stuff. I finally got to a point and I said, you know what? Let's quit working so hard, breaking our fingers and sweating to the bone, however that's said. And let's start trying to sell some of this stuff we just have in piles everywhere. So, yeah, let's keep going. Like I said, I like things like that. Bye-bye. Let's keep going around. Here's all the extra books. I know it's a little dark in here, but yeah, see, we got tons of books in there and all those boxes and everything. All right, as you can see, Coke machines, jukeboxes, things that we can't sell online, pinball machines, Coke coolers, everything. This was my office right here. When I first started my business, I thought, oh, I need this big office where I can sit and I can look important. And that stopped real quick. I'm not that important. And I got way too busy to be able to sit into an office and do whatever you do in an office. So now it's turned into storage. But we're about to start breaking into the storage in order to sell on Whatnot. All right, let's keep going. We've already been out here. We're back here. I want to show you. Let's see. Let's go check out the Whatnot setup. What I've been trying to do. I like that thing. There's stuff everywhere. So here's my new office. So as you can see, I also do auctions for art. We have a local artist by the name of Jack Deloney. So we accumulate all throughout the year Jack Deloney's, then we run an auction and sell them all. I also love collecting art. As you can see, I've got all these Dalis. They're all signed. There's a couple other artists in here. I like any abstract. Like this is just a guy offline. But this is what we're starting with our Whatnot inventory. As you can see, we just got boxes of toys. See all these cards we have here. Comics. All the ones on the bottom are comics. There's probably 600 comic books we'll be liquidating through Whatnot. Let me go around. I love toys. See, there's my family. See my family? Yep. More toys. Bottle. See, I told you I was a bottle fanatic. Yeah, these are the best of the best. I keep them everywhere, as you saw in the past room. But that's where I keep my best bottles. And so here's our little setup. We wanted to do a little podcast for resellers, maybe. But, I like to put the cart before the horse a lot. So a lot of times I'll have something set up, ready to go, and no time to do it. So we're working on getting the time to do that. But yeah. I mean, there's stuff everywhere. We'll start going through stuff one day as we start selling stuff. But yeah, follow us, subscribe to us wherever you are. And as we go on, I'm sure I'll get better at this. We'll start editing, doing videos. I don't really like live videos. What I'd like to do is just wear cameras all week long